Well, the weather outside is frightful. Doesn't it make you want to escape to somewhere warmer?
Ryan Rumbaugh joins us live with a local travel agent with some tips for booking your next vacation, and hopefully it's to someplace warm, Ryan.
Good morning, guys. Yes, I'm live in Jefferson City this morning. It's not as warm as some of the places on the wall. I'm here at Midwest Travel, and I'm joined by Colleen. Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm looking at all these brochures, all these signs on the walls, and it makes me want to get the heck out of here. You said this is the busiest time of year for you guys.
This is absolutely the busiest time. Everybody gets over Christmas, the holidays, and now they're thinking about where can we go for the... Where can we go?
Yeah.
And we got to get out of this place.
Yeah, it doesn't help that it's the coldest day of the week right now, huh?
Absolutely. I'm sure we're going to be really busy today with everybody going like, where is someplace warm we can go?
Exactly. Well, we're talking about, some tips and tricks from you, the pros. There's a lot of scams out there.
Right. My best advice is to be very careful. If it sounds too good to be true, it usually is.
Yeah.
If it's like the deal of the century, sometimes it really is. And the problem with, if you're going domestically, online travel agencies are okay because you know that you can get home. Mm-hmm. But if you're going any place out of the country, you really need to have someone to have your back.
Okay.
Because you get to the airport, you get to the hotel, and who are you going to call?
Right.
Because sometimes it gets to be a vicious circle. The hotel says, I'm sorry, you'll have to call your online booking agency, and then you call the online booking agency, and then you can't get through to a live person. So it's really a good deal to have someone that you can call in case you need it. Mm-hmm. And then historically, travel agencies, all the big online news, the news networks and everything have done the comparisons between online travel agencies and a live travel agent. Mm-hmm. It's 9 times out of 10 the real live travel agent either meets or beats the online travel agency. So, it doesn't cost you any extra to go through a travel agency for a package, for a tour, for a cruise, that type of thing. Sometimes there is a service charge on just airline tickets, but that's because the airlines don't pay commissions, and that's how travel agencies make money. They don't actually charge you.
Okay.
You're paying the same price to a travel agent as you would pay to Princess Cruises, for example.
Right. And we were chatting a little bit earlier. It's just like, asking a friend.
Right.
You've been doing this for long enough, you know your stuff, and you can kind of ask people what do you like, what you don't like.
Well, we try to talk to people and say, what are you interested in? What do you really like to do? So that we try to match the vacation to the person, and so that we get it to the do you like to just sit by the beach? Do you want the most beautiful beaches? Do you want to go someplace where there's things...
You're killing me this morning. I'm like off in La La Land right now.
I mean, do you want to go ziplining? Do you want to do swimming with the dolphins? Or you just want to, veg at the most beautiful beach?
Yes, all of that. Check. So,
So,
you've done this for so long that you can help people really do what they want to do.
Right. We've been there. We've done it. We can get you into the right places. We can help you avoid the time wasters.
Yeah.
So, like this is how to get through the airport. This is bypass that desk at the resort so that you don't have to listen to the timeshare. So, it's kind of nice to, little travel tips that we give. That's invaluable.
Yes, you've got great tips this morning. When we come back, we're actually going to talk some more about some tips for your travel on this cold morning and the importance of travel insurance that I didn't know about. I obviously don't travel enough, so we'll learn more about that when we come back. For now, we'll send it back to you guys.
Welcome back. All this talk about cold weather has us wanting to go somewhere warm.
Ryan Rumbaugh joins us live from a local travel agency with tips on booking that next trip.
Good morning, guys. Yes, I'm in Jefferson City this morning at Midwest Travel, and we're talking about all these warm places on this cold morning. It's making me want to travel. I'm here this morning with Colleen. Good morning.
Good morning.
We've got our own little talk show going on right here.
Absolutely.
We've been chatting all morning, and you're making me want to go on vacation right now. So I came to the right place. I'm actually going on a cruise in a couple months.
Right.
And we're talking about, maybe some things that people don't think about before booking, or they say, oh, I wish I would have known that. I'm leaving from the U.S. I'm coming back to the U.S. Do I still need a passport?
No, you don't need a passport.
Okay.
However, I usually recommend people getting a passport anyway, even if they're going on a cruise, because if there's an emergency at home and you're in a foreign port, you cannot get home from an airport.
Gotcha.
Now, if everything works smoothly and you're flying back, leaving out of Fort Lauderdale, coming back to Fort Lauderdale, not a problem. It's just that if there's an emergency and you need to get home,
Right.
You need to have a passport.
Yeah.
Passports are really easy. It's not a long wait anymore. It
Okay.
takes about 3 or 4 weeks and you have your passport.
Okay, so I'll get on that. I'll write that
Right.
on my to-do list. And we were
Yeah.
talking about cell phones, things you don't think about. Cell phones, especially when you go international. Tell me about that.
Everyone has, I've got unlimited data plan, not out of the country. So what you really need to do is talk to your provider and see exactly what kind of plan you have and what happens when you go out of the country. Because I've had clients that come back and from a foreign country and they didn't turn their, I didn't use the internet, but all the apps and all the updates and the Facebook updates and all that stuff is pushed. And so all that data is pushed into your phone, and they've come back with like $800 cell phone bills.
Ooh,
so,
that's the last thing you need after spending money on a vacation.
Right. They can negotiate with the cell phone company, but it's not the way you want to end your vacation.
Yikes, yes. And we're,
So, just a little bit of be prepared.
Yes, be prepared. And another thing you were telling me about is travel insurance. I don't travel that much, so I never
Right.
really even thought of it. But you said it's something good to have.
Well, it's a significant investment. Like you had said, you buy insurance for your cell phone, which is a couple $100, but people spend thousands of dollars on vacation and they think, oh, well, nothing's going to happen. Well, I've had like a honeymoon couple. They were having a great time at their reception, and the groom blew out his knee.
Dancing too crazy, huh?
Dancing too crazy. And so I get a call at 10 o'clock at night saying, we're on our way to the hospital. What do we do? So, obviously they're not going to take their honeymoon. So because they had travel insurance, they got all their money back except the insurance money.
And that's something that you, the travel agent, can work out with.
Absolutely.
With the company.
I always say, you plan for the unexpected. So it just takes one more stress out. That's if you're spending $4,000 or $5,000 on your honeymoon,
a couple $100 for insurance
is not in the big scheme of things,
Yes.
right? It takes the stress out.
Yes. Well, great tips this morning. When we come back, we're going to talk about some more tips, honeymoons, destination weddings, all that fun stuff. We're going to get you in the mood to travel this morning. For now, I'll send it back to you guys.
With all this talk of freezing temperatures, wouldn't it be nice to take a vacation somewhere warm?
It definitely would be. Ryan Rumbaugh joins us live with a few tips for booking your next family trip.
Good morning, guys. Yes, I'm in downtown Jefferson City at Midwest Travel, and I definitely want to travel after talking with Colleen this morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Oh, you're killing me. We've been talking all morning. We've got our own little talk show here.
Right.
Talking about traveling, a lot of great tips for people who are traveling. It's cold here. We want to get to the warm destinations. Yes. A lot of people getting engaged over the holidays, looking to book those honeymoons.
Right, and now's the best time to start looking for your honeymoon because, the most important thing is set your budget, talk to each other. Communication is a key. Decide what you both really want to do, and then plan it. And then that's one thing you can take off that wedding checklist.
Yeah, you said communication, especially with the honeymoon, because you want to go and have a relaxing vacation.
Absolutely.
You don't want to go be stressed or argue or anything.
Right. Well, that's the best thing after the wedding. You're exhausted. It's so much fun, but you're exhausted because you've made all those decisions in that last 2 weeks before the wedding, and then you can go on your honeymoon, and the hardest thing you have to decide on what swimsuit do I want to put on today, or what
kind of drink do I want today,
what kind of drink do I want to try today. So that's the hardest thing. Those are the best type of honeymoons.
Yeah, so. You said you've had some grooms that come in here and they want to surprise the bride, but you said the bride doesn't really like to be surprised all that often, huh?
Not all that often. They like to participate, so it's a good time to start the communication process. So we can find anything for any budget. So the best thing is to do so that you don't feel like you've overspent. Set your budget, come in, and then we can find a destination. We can find a resort that is exactly what you're looking for and that fits your budget. So, you don't have to do, of course we have everything from, the grand vacations, but we also have really beautiful vacations that are affordable as well.
Yeah.
And then we also have honeymoon registries. So
that's something interesting. Explain to our viewers what that is a little bit.
Well, a honeymoon registry is that, so many people have started their careers, started their lives, and then they're melding to households. So you can register your honeymoon, and it's people can give you gifts towards your honeymoon. So
we were chatting. Instead of getting 4 toasters.
Right.
You can pay for your excursion on your honeymoon or something like that.
Absolutely.
Very
That's how it
cool.
works.
Yeah. And what about, those new couples booking those trips maybe online or something? I feel like it'd be easier to just come in and talk to. I like talking to real people. I don't like doing a lot of stuff online.
Well, the problem is that, like we started earlier in the segment, that you don't really know what you're getting. You can come in and talk to a professional. It doesn't cost you any more to come to a travel agent. And you can come in and talk and see about, is this really like a good place to go? Is it actually on the beach, or is it across the street from the beach?
Okay.
You can find those little details by talking to a live person that you may not know. It'll say beachfront, but then you read the fine print if you're online and you find out
And
that
you
it's
got to cab it to the beach. That's not cool.
or you have to walk across a highway or something.
Right.
So, it's really good to have somebody that you can kind of come in and sit down and talk to and
Definitely.
and see, give you ideas and give you just things that you hadn't thought of.
Right,
And
definitely.
keep you from making those pitfalls that turn a honeymoon into a nightmare.
Definitely. Well, you've got me excited to take a vacation. I want to get out of here right now. If you're interested, come talk to Colleen. Her phone number is at the bottom of the screen here at Midwest Travel, and go ahead and book a vacation and take me with you.
And we can get you out of this cold quickly.
Yes, definitely. I'm gonna stay in the warm today as well. For now, we'll send it back to you guys.
Take us with you too.
Yeah, thank you, Ryan. We do hope to see you later this morning.
Yes.